when we walked to Merthyr in the moonlight long ago, when the mountain tracks are frozen and the crests were white with snow. We had tales and songs between us and our souls too young to fret.
Hi everyone, just to give you a quick update of what I've done so far today. I've had a day off work, so I thought I'd crack on with the double O gauge build of the Merthyr station and the surrounding area. So what I've done today is I've taken time to mark out the board with 6-inch squares. These then were used with a grid that I put on a map, and I've marked out the positions to where certain items were in the area. So as you can see, we've got Merthyr Station, we've got John Street, and then with some of the buildings then we've got them labelled up like HPO, the sorting office, the Temperance Hall cinema, and then we had numbers on these then, which I'm assuming were the house numbers. So you got like number 3, number 4 and number 5. What I've done with these is I've transferred these onto my board. So you got number 5, number 4, number 3, you got the Temperance Hall cinema. This year was a lane, known as Post Office Lane. Got the sorting office, then we got number 2, then we got the HPO, and I've done exactly the same with regards to the station. Now looking down at the station, you can see that it is on a slight curve to the left. It's not 100% straight to the board. Reason being is I've taken the markings off the map here, and it was a slight curve on the original. So I've kept true to my way of doing it, and I've got the station slightly going off to the left. Excuse me. Block wood, you can see, I placed this here to see what the height would be for the platforms. This works out quite well, to be honest with you, because with regards to my N-gauge layout, twice I made the design floor on it, which made the station look bigger than what it should have been. So what I'm doing now is I've just placed down the tracks. I've marked out on the board then with black permanent pen to where the tracks are going to go. Underneath here then you'd have where the narrow central platform would have been. Excuse me. But what we'll do is we will cut these out then to where the tracks are going, and this size bit of wood will then get placed underneath around the edges, right way around, and then I'll get another sheet of plywood and attach it underneath. This then would allow the platform to be street level like it should have originally been. I may have to do the same with the Woodyard. It's all marked out, but I may have to get a few of these and do a bit of kit bashing with them. I think you're looking at probably another 3 of these, maybe 4, and they'd continue up then. And then what would happen then is I'd have to cut these out exactly the same, drop these down a bit onto another bit of plywood underneath, just so all the platforms are the same level as the street level. And what this would allow then is this area would be level with the street, and where this then was it was the wholesalers, and you'd have carts, trucks coming through, going down and loading up in these bays then before they go and take the goods elsewhere. Excuse me, I got a shocking cold. And what I've done, you know, is I've started on the retaining wall from John Street. This is just styrofoam that I've scratch made from an old layout. I've just gone along it with biro to mark all the brickwork in. Excuse me, I cannot get rid of this cough. I prefer this effect than the brick papers purely because you've got that texture. It's something you can't get with the brick papers, and obviously for photographing it looks a lot better seeing the embossments rather than just a flat surface. So I'll have steps now to go up onto here, which will then take you up onto the top and where this house would be then. The station, I don't know whether to model it with the glass canopy roof, or do I follow the map that I've got, which is dated back to 1956, where the glass canopy roof was removed. So if you place in the comments what do you think I should do, and I'll get back to you on it. Excuse me. But this is just the first 2-foot board, and obviously there's 6-inch sections drawn across it. So I've got 4 boxes going across the width of the board, and this then indicates then I'm back onto the map where I've drawn the grid. It's got 4 sections, and that's my first 2-foot board. So when it comes to the next board, which will be the next 4 squares, I'm going to have to try and brace the back end of this so the other board can fit in, and then I'll transfer all the marks again onto the second board. The width I'll be looking at the moment is 5 foot, and I've got the station area which is looking at around about 5 foot at the moment, and I'm working on a 6-foot board. So you can imagine the size that this was back in the day. Obviously it's now reduced down to a single track, and where the station is now, you've currently got a Tesco Superstore. So I'll put up a couple of photos of the station with the glass canopy roof and without it, and if you can leave in the comment boxes what you think would look better, then please let me know, and I'll pick one out at random and then we'll go for that. But looking at it, it's going to be quite a large layout. I think it's going to be quite something to look at when it's all done. So yeah, this will probably be my last video now before Christmas. So if I don't see you before then, have a nice Christmas and a happy New Year, and hopefully 2020 will bring us a lot more work done on the layout, so I can show you all then the progress that's been made. So yeah, I'll post them pictures up now and you guys can comment and let me know. Okay, have a good one guys, bye for now.
When we walked to Merthyr in the moonlight long ago, when the mountain tracks are frozen and the crests were white with snow, we had tales and songs.